This little camera has a stunning array of features, and far too many for me to make videos about all of them. But one thing I need to address, and one thing that you as a photographer should be concerned about, is that this camera can do what are called camera raw images. Okay, what is a camera raw image? Why do I care? You know what a JPEG image is. You've been working with JPEG images your whole life. You download them from the web, you take pictures with your iPhone, and you upload JPEGs to your social media feeds. JPEG is short for Joint Picture Experts, Joint Photo Expert Group. JPEG is a way to compress data. A digital photograph is a lot of data. A high quality one takes a lot of space to store. And that is not something that's a good idea when you're sending it out in an email or posting it as part of an Instagram feed or Snapchatting or whatever it is you're doing with. When you're dealing with wireless networks, you want your files to be as small as possible. So JPEG is a type of data compression. And compression, well, compression has side effects. Yes, you can take a big file and make it small and send it across a wireless network easily, but you lose quality when you do that. So this camera will record JPEGs. Absolutely, you can do that. You can record JPEGs and you can put them on your social media feed. It's in part designed to do that. But a JPEG is not a way to preserve quality. And if you're really interested in getting a high quality photograph, and if you're really interested in massaging that using Photoshop or some other tool to really breathe some life into that photograph, you don't want a JPEG. So your option is camera raw. And what raw means is that you're recording the raw data straight from the sensor. No processing involved. So to get a JPEG, there's actually a little computer in here that's taking the image, the data from the sensor, and it's converting it into the JPEG format. It's making the file smaller and it's making it standardized so that, any web browser anywhere can look at it. A raw file is unique for every camera sensor, right? So Olympus has their own set of sensors that they use, and they use ORF is the file extension, Olympus Raw File. So when you have this set to record raw images, it will record camera raw images, the data straight from the sensor, which means that you can play it back in this camera. And you can play it back in a program that's designed to handle RAW, for example, Adobe Photoshop. You can't email it to somebody and expect that they'll be able to see it. And the file size is so much bigger than the JPEG, you might not be able to email it in the first place. You might have to get creative in how you send it. So, there are trade-offs. But if what you're interested in is quality, what you're interested in is camera raw. Now, to get into that, we need to get into a menu system. And I told you there are multiple menu systems and multiple ways into it. The easiest way to get to this setting is just to hit the little OK button here. And when I hit the little OK button, you'll see this menu pops up. And over here on the right-hand side, not the bottom setting, but the one above that, you'll see on my camera it says RAW, because I've got the camera set to record RAW. But across the bottom, you can see as I go right and left, I'm stepping through other options. Now, Olympus has a system where they're combining two pieces of information. So the letter in the box is the size of the photograph. Is it large, medium, or small? L, M, or S? And then the quality are the letters that are not inside a box. So here we can see SF, which is super fine, F, which is fine, and N, which is normal. So right now I could have a large superfine JPEG, or a large fine JPEG, or a large normal JPEG, or a medium normal JPEG. And there are actually other settings that I could go into the menu and find. So wherever I have this, right now it's only going to record RAW. Right now it's only going to record large JPEGs in superfine resolution, etc. But if I keep going to the right, I will see that I can do combination. I can do a large superfine JPEG and RAW. I can do a large fine JPEG and RAW. I can do a large normal. I can do a medium normal and RAW. So I can actually record, if I want to, two files for every picture. One is a JPEG, one is a RAW. Now, for my own purposes, I just leave it set to RAW. I know that anything I take as a picture, I'm going to wash through Photoshop before I do anything with it. I don't see me taking an image straight from this camera and emailing it to somebody, or straight from this camera and uploading it to social media. I want that extra creative step. I want that control. I want to take it through some processing and tweak my highlights and my colors and all that kind of fun stuff. So I just leave my camera set on RAW. I recommend that you do that as well. Although if you want to have both, you can certainly set it on JPEG plus RAW. And these data cards are huge. You can take hundreds, if not thousands, of photographs. So there's absolutely no reason for you to worry about not using the highest quality, right? So I can have it set to RAW plus large JPEG in superfine quality. And then I'll have that JPEG that I can send to friends, although that would still be a big one. But anyway, if you're planning on editing the picture afterwards, even just a little bit, shoot it in RAW, because it's going to give you so much more control. When we start playing with Photoshop, it's breathtaking how much data is preserved in RAW. And if you have a photo that's overexposed or underexposed by just one stop, or maybe even two stops, you can recover it. You can completely recover it if you shot it in RAW. If you shot it in JPEG, ruined is ruined. It's saved that way. There's nothing you can do about it. So anyway, I hate to belabor the point, but RAW is good. If you're planning on editing, RAW is good. If all you're interested in is a quick turnaround and it's all for social media and wireless network exchanges, you might want to stick with JPEG in one of the lower qualities. Next, we're going to talk about color. All right, and we want to tail slate you, which we haven't been consistent about. And I'm going to stop you. And I'm going to stop you. And we're going to stop